Welcome to the series of webinars for the WebbStone CRM software package. In this webisode, we will investigate the dashboard system. The dashboard is the first screen a user sees after logging into the system and is a nexus of information regarding your CRM. It is made up of panels containing either composite reports, charts, columnar reports, navigation screens, workflow and quick entry screens, or your main calendar. One powerful feature of the dashboard is that it is fully customizable on a user-by-user basis. We'll show how all of this is accomplished in this webisode. First, let's take a look at the calendar. The calendar panel by default is the first panel you see after you log into the program. It shows all of your notes, activities, phone calls, etc. for any given day. Further, it's tightly connected to the Note Manager panel, and we'll show you how by hovering over one of these icons, in this case phone calls, and you'll see that we have the details for the 3 phone calls that we need to make today, or in this case May 2nd. If we go and select one, for instance the phone call in the middle, check up on new update, and click on it, it will move us to that record, and you can see that the Note Manager panel will hover into view. From here you can make any changes. Perhaps you need to close it or assign it to a different person. You could save it and then go right back to your calendar. Likewise, you can take a look at notes. For instance, this one, you'll see that the note hovered into view. Or we can take a look at meetings, for instance, over here on the 18th. So in this case, we have a meeting with Mike. And you can see by clicking how tightly connected the Note Manager and the Calendar panel are. Further, by selecting the icons in the top corner, we can take a look at a weekly view or even a daily view. By going back to the calendar, we can even see that we can change months or years. So the calendar panel is your one-stop shop for taking a look at what needs to be done on any given day. Now let's move on to the opportunity summary. The opportunity summary panel, like its companion, the phone call activity panel, is simply a composite report that's been docked to the dashboard. It functions exactly the same way as any other composite report would. For instance, you could hover, you can change chart type. Maybe we want it to be a bar instead. Likewise, you can print it by clicking the print button, and in every way it operates the same as any other composite report. Likewise, we can take a look at the phone call activity composite report, and it functions the same way as any other composite report. They were simply added to the dashboard for your convenience. Now let's take a look at the navigation panel. The optional navigation panel provides an alternative to using the menu items on the left sidebar. Likewise, the Quick Reports panel allows you to jump to all the reports in the system as opposed to going through the Reports menu. Finally, the Workflow panel allows you to quickly add new accounts, contacts, and campaigns, and also hover over and view the latest contacts. Likewise, you could simply click on it, and it would be brought into view. Now let's see how we customize the dashboard for this user. By going to the Tools, we can see that the second to the top icon is Dashboard Manager. By selecting it, we get the panels that we saw on our dashboard. From here we can move a panel up or down. We could even delete it. For instance, let's delete the navigation panel, and it will save that for us as well. And we can add new panels, which I'll show in the Reports section in a moment. It should be noted, if you ever desire to go back to the defaults, simply hover over the button Reset to Default and the defaults will be restored. For now, let's save this, and let's see what the dashboard looks like with these changes. You can now see that the navigation panel has been removed, and we have some room for some additional reports. So let's go ahead and add a couple to the main dashboard. Let's go to the Report menu, and we'll find one we like. Maybe there's a composite we like, for instance System Metrics. And we've decided this was something we want to see on our dashboard, so we come and add it to the dashboard. Perhaps there's one more report. Maybe we'd like to see an additional gauge, total emails sent. We can add that to the dashboard as well. Now let's go back to the dashboard and see what these look like after they've been added. And from here you can see that the 2 new panels have been added, the System Metrics and the total emails sent. So you can see how the dashboard can be easily customized to your needs. Thank you for joining us for this webisode. For more information and additional webinars, please go to www.webbstone.com.